LasVegasDiscount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. LasVegasDiscount.net. LasVegasDiscount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit LasVegasDiscount.net.
Are you a real estate agent, realtor, investor, or are you in the real estate business and you need new listings and deals? We have a solution for you, and that solution has guaranteed results. How much would you pay to get face-to-face with a homeowner that wants to sell their home? What if you also got their email address and daytime phone number? And what if this homeowner also scheduled you to come to their door at a set time to meet with you? Sound too good to be true? It isn't. And it is 100% guaranteed for you to meet face-to-face with a real homeowner who really needs to sell their home. Not only will you get this remarkable contact system and its 100% guarantee at no additional charge, you will get weekly coaching, documents, and training on how to get that homeowner and convert them into a new listing. When you purchase, you'll also get a one-on-one walkthrough so that you can start using the system today. Visit www.thelistingmonster.com. That's www.thelistingmonster.com. Or call Diana Ortiz at 213-706-0040. Stop wasting time the old way. Use a monster and get actual results today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to your coaching call / podcast / pre-explanation before David gets here. Many of you are confused. You are sitting here for the first time, or you're listening to this wondering what I'm talking about. So this webinar that's about to be presented to you is a special webinar based on the Advocate Marketing System. What normally happens at 10 o'clock each and every week is a coaching call for Monster Marketing students. We are people who go after pre-foreclosure properties with a very unique system. We put a marketing piece in place. The marketing piece generates a phone call. The call goes to a call center. The call center qualifies the individual, and then you go on that appointment. And it is as simple as I just explained it. The Monster Marketing System actually works in 3 basic steps. Step 1 is to identify people that are in a very specific niche. We focus on pre-foreclosure because 4% of the United States at this moment is in default. Now, the reason I'm telling that to all the new people that are joining us, because I opened this webinar up to the whole list and it's being sent out as a replay as a podcast, you guys need to fundamentally understand that in the entire United States, out of all the houses, let's just say there's 100 million houses for the sake of discussion, right? 4% are in default. That means those are people that are missing payments. And when they miss 3 full payments, 85% of those people will never make another payment again. Make sense? Well, let me go a step further. There aren't 4% expireds. There aren't 4%, whatever terminology you want to use, FSBOs, whatever your little niche is that you thought is out there. I know how difficult the summer is. So we're doing a very special advocate marketing setup. This is sort of the prelude before you got here, David. Plus, I was also using it as a chance to record my cool voiceover that I do at the beginning of our podcast each and every week, explaining what people are about to see and hear. Is there anything you'd like to, because we have first-timers here. I don't know how to really explain this to, I know how to explain it to coaching students. How do I explain this to?
So for whether or not you're a realtor and want to be an investor, or you're an investor and want to get more deals, this is going to really make a lot of sense to you by the time we're done.
Well, I've turned it all over to you. It is your event.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So good morning, everybody. I'm David Bartels. Special thanks to LeeHonish for giving me the opportunity to take his stage for an hour. What I'm going to do is I've created a new program that I did this is the program I do for real estate investing groups. It's called 12 Things Every Investor Should Know. Now, if you're a realtor, this applies to you too, because basically if you're coming at it from the realtor perspective, we're going to show you how to get more listings. And if you're looking at it from an investor perspective, we're going to show you how to get more properties under contract and give you the opportunity to profit. At the end of the day, I think investors should be realtors and realtors should be investors. So it all merges together. That is just my opinion. So let me just do a quick check-in, Lee. Can everybody see my screen okay and hear me okay before I just launch right into it?
I can hear you perfectly well. We are recording, and I can see your screen, as well as Doug and Richard also checked in. I have the question bar open on my side, and I will chip in wherever it happens.
Thank you so much, because I'm just going to put my blinders on and kind of get through here in the interest of everyone's time. I'm going to go faster than you might want, but if you have questions when we're done, you're certainly welcome to call me. So here we go. 12 things every investor/realtor should know. So basically, this is a prelude to a coaching group that we do. So we do in our coaching group, it's actually 6 weeks. Normally we do 4 weeks. We're going to show people why what you're doing doesn't work, how to identify the best prospects, how to get distressed homeowners to call you, beat realtors to the deal. So investors keep saying, I can't find any deals, I can't find any deals, I can't find any deals. And the reality is that there are plenty of opportunities out there. You just got to beat everybody else to the deal. How to meet prospects by appointment only, what to say and give homeowners at the first meeting, everything you need to know about loan modification. That's a big one. Why selling is better than foreclosure or loan modification, how to structure a transaction to close, how to establish current value and potential value of a transaction, how to fund a transaction with no money down, 3 ways to profit from a transaction. It's actually 4 now, even when you don't buy, and how to turn your passion into a full-time business. So this is the syllabus of the coaching group. We cover this in 6 sessions that we're going to begin next Tuesday. So if you want to know what the end looks like, if you can't stay on for the hour to get all the way to the end, this is what we're going to be talking about in our coaching group. So what the focus of our meeting today is these top 5. So we're going to start with why what you're doing doesn't work and move our way all the way on what to say and give homeowners at the first meeting. And then we just don't have time to get into everything else on this call, but we'll be covering it in the subsequent coaching sessions. So first of all, if you're an investor and you're relying on realtors to bring you a transaction, this is what you can expect. I mean, this isn't to say that that realtors don't have investor grade deals, but the truth of the matter is, by the time it gets to a realtor, there is a very low probability there's any money left in it for an investor buyer. So for investors to find a transaction that's got some meat on the bone still, you really got to be able to get to the transaction before the realtor does. Now, if you're a realtor, you got to figure out how to beat other realtors to the deal in order to get that listing first. Both ideas apply here. So what do you do? From an investor perspective, we buy houses, you do these, bandit signs, the sign writers everywhere. Well, I've just found that these don't work. So I just did a seminar at the Los Angeles Real Estate Investment Club, last Tuesday, and then we did our day-long seminar on Sunday, and we're rolling into the coaching program beginning on Tuesday. And we had a couple of people out here that said that they're still doing these signs, but I couldn't get them to admit that they were having any success with them. So, these look great, and people might be able to connect that you buy houses to a phone number, but that doesn't mean they're going to call you. And when they call you, they don't want to sell at investor rates, at investor prices. They want to sell at retail prices. So it's a lot of work. It's a bunch of money, and it's got minimal results. Same thing with cold calling. I don't know about you. I mean, I have no problem getting on a stage in front of hundreds, thousands of people, and I don't have that fear. And they say fear of public speaking is the number one thing that scares people. For me, it's cold calling. I am not, I don't want to cold call. I don't want to do it in person. I don't want to do it, on the phone. That phone that you see in the graphic looks like it weighs about 6,000 pounds right now, and I am just not interested in doing it. I don't know about you, but I prefer warm calls. I prefer referrals. I prefer hot calls. I prefer call-ins. And so this package that we put together really induces people to call you. Direct mail, there are some people that are doing direct mail right now. Yellow letters that you see there on the right used to be the rage, and they're they cost almost $1 a piece to send out. I talked to somebody that was in my seminar on Sunday. He said he's been sending out 500 postcards every other week for 3 weeks. Anybody want to guess how many calls he's gotten? Well, answer is 0. 0 calls. What's that cost? 1,000 postcards a month for 3 months, 0 calls. Mail isn't going to get you the kind of response. It's expensive, and it's got a low probability of return. Then you got door hangers. I like door hangers just fine, but only when used in conjunction with door knocking. So if you are going to door knock, okay, rather than just leave a business card, leave a door hanger. At least they know you've been there and you're already there. You might as well leave something behind. They may in fact call you. This is not what I recommend, but I'm just going over some of the different options that many of you are doing, and you're probably frustrated. And if you're among the people who are not in your head, yes, in agreement with me as I go through these different options and noting how ineffective they are and how time consuming they are and how difficult it is emotionally to be able to do, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to show you the easy way to do it. Of course, you can get lazy like I did. I tried this where you get websites and you do Google AdWords and you do Facebook ads and you do all kinds of things and try to drive distressed homeowners to a website, and I found that didn't work any better. So what's the opportunity? Let's talk a little bit about where the market is. So there's plenty of opportunity that's coming up. So what we're talking about is that if we're going to go prospecting, we ought to go prospecting with people who give us the highest probability of success. We don't want to open a phone book or just go door knocking and make some random pattern of effort in order to try to find people that have a high probability of selling where we just get lucky, okay? So look at the market trends. The number of listings here is going up. The number of sales is flat. And what that's resulting at is a higher absorption rate. So the absorption rate is moved from just over 2 months in January to almost 4 months. And there's every indication this trend is going to go up. This is a lagging indicator. See, what happens when you have more inventory and flat sales is absorption rate goes up. So absorption rate is going to continue to go up. And the reason that more inventory is coming on the market in an inventory-starved market, which is what everyone's been saying that we have, an inventory-starved market. We can't sell more because there's not enough inventory. Now, all of a sudden, people start listing their house, but sales don't go up. Why? Well, it's because sellers think that it's still a seller's market. So sellers are asking this much for their house, but buyers are only offering this much. So there's a big gap between what sellers want and what buyers are willing to pay. Now, this is probably affordability. This is probably affordability issues that are locking some buyers out. Sellers are looking at comps and they're seeing the high end of comps and want to sell for the high end or higher. Buyers are seeing the low end of the same comps and wanting to pay the low end of comps or lower. And there is a disparity in what sellers want to sell for and what buyers want to buy for. And you can contribute it to consumer confidence. You can attribute that to affordability. You can contribute it to a number of things. We don't even have to know why it's happening other than to know that it's happening. And this reflects that the list price to sold ratio is also going down. So there's opportunity in the market right now. And and that opportunity represents the downward pressure on prices. So as you see downward pressure on prices, you start to see sellers get some flexibility that they might not have. See,